In this video, we'll be discussing the heartbreaking case of a woman, who we'll refer to as Mary to protect her privacy, who endured the profound injustice of wrongful conviction and imprisonment. This information is drawn from publicly available documents from the California Victim Compensation Board, shedding light on a deeply troubling ordeal. Disclaimer: the information presented in this video is based on publicly available documents from the California Victim Compensation Board. While we strive for accuracy, this is not a legal analysis, and viewers should consult official sources for complete information. We have chosen to use Mary to protect the privacy of the individual involved, out of respect for her experience. Mary bravely submitted a claim for compensation to the CalVCB, seeking redress as an erroneously convicted person. Her plea for justice is rooted in her convictions for 31 counts of extortion, attempted theft, and burglary charges that were, thankfully, all reversed on appeal in 2021, culminating in a finding of factual innocence in 2023. The scheme and a stolen life. In 2016, Mary and her husband, an attorney, became entangled in a misguided and ultimately devastating plan to file gender discrimination lawsuits against various service-based businesses. The scheme involved visiting these businesses, and if Mary was charged more for a service, her husband would file a lawsuit under the Gender Tax Repeal Act of 1995, even if the higher price was entirely justified due to a more complex service. The lawsuits, seeking damages ranging from $40,000 to $124,000, were initiated. Mary's husband would then contact the businesses to demand cash settlements. Tragically, a district attorney pursued charges against Mary, accusing her of 31 counts of extortion, attempted grand theft, and burglary, with hate crime enhancements. The prosecution's novel theory asserted that these ultimately baseless civil lawsuits constituted a threat of unlawful injury for extortion, attempted grand theft by false pretenses, and that Mary's mere entry into the businesses with this intent qualified as second-degree burglary. In December 2018, after a jury trial, Mary was unjustly convicted on all 31 counts, and her freedom was snatched away as she was remanded to jail. In March 2019, the court sentenced Mary to a staggering aggregate term of 7 years and 8 months imprisonment. She was given only 124 days of pre-sentencing credit for actual time served. A glimmer of hope. Appeal and release through an agonizing appeals process. A glimmer of hope emerged. In June 2021, the 4th District Court of Appeal delivered a momentous decision reversing all of Mary's convictions due to insufficient evidence. The appellate court bravely rejected the prosecution's novel theory, unequivocally stating that lawsuits are not unlawful simply because they might eventually be found to lack merit. Crucially, there was no evidence to suggest that Mary or her husband believed the lawsuits to be false or unmeritorious when they were filed. Consequently, the Superior Court, acknowledging this profound miscarriage of justice, dismissed all charges in September 2021, prior to the appellate court's reversal. Mary was released from prison in July 2020, having tragically completed her sentence. She had endured incarceration for a total of 614 agonizing days, 124 days, and 490 days from her sentencing date until her release. Even after her release, she remained under the shadow of parole for 364 days until July 2021, a cruel irony given her impending the path to factual innocence and compensation. In a crucial step towards reclaiming her life, Mary subsequently filed a petition to seal and destroy arrest record. In April 2023, the court, acknowledging the profound injustice, found Mary factually innocent of the charges for which she had been arrested and ordered the case sealed. In January 2024, Mary, with immense courage, submitted a claim to the CalVCB for compensation as an erroneously convicted person. She sought $136,080 for 972 days of incarceration, including the difficult time she spent on post-release supervision. While the Attorney General commendably agreed that Mary was entitled to compensation, they initially disputed the amount, calculating her compensation for 615 days of incarceration, excluding the time spent on parole. The CalVCB, after careful review, ultimately determined that Mary's profound injury amounted to over $1,000 for 614 days of agonizing incarceration. California Penal Code Section 4904 specifies that compensation is at a rate of $140 per day of incarceration, specifically including time spent in county jail that is part of the term of incarceration. This compensation, it's crucial to understand, is specifically for confinement in a correctional facility and heartbreakingly excludes any period of supervised release, such as parole. The slight discrepancy in the number of days between Mary's initial calculation and the Attorney General's was meticulously resolved by the CalVCB, which confirmed 614 days of Mary's unjust incarceration for her erroneous convictions. Conclusion. As mandated by Penal Code Section 851.865, the CalVCB recommended approving payment to Mary in an amount over $1,000 for her claim as an erroneously convicted offender. This payment, if sufficient funds are available upon appropriation by the legislature, is a vital step in acknowledging the immense injury she sustained from 614 days of imprisonment, solely as a result of her vacated convictions. Sadly, no compensation was recommended for the additional 358 days Mary requested, as the record did not demonstrate she was physically incarcerated during that time. Mary's story is a powerful reminder of the profound and lasting impact of wrongful convictions. Her journey through the justice system, from devastating conviction to eventual exoneration and the fight for compensation, underscores the critical importance of protecting individual liberties and ensuring true justice for all. Call to action: if you found Mary's story impactful, please consider liking this video, sharing it with others, and subscribing to our channel for more content on justice and legal matters. The California Victim Compensation Board provides compensation to victims of crime and, in cases like Mary's, to individuals who have been erroneously convicted and imprisoned. You can learn more about their work and services at their official website, www.victims.co.